He was the dictator who, with his London-born wife, once met the Queen, but a decade later used chemical weapons to kill his own people. Under Bashar al-Assad, around 500,000 Syrians died in over 13 years of civil war before he fled into exile in Moscow. And in a Damascus courthouse today, the cheers of Syrians who survived his blood-stained rule after a judge condemned Assad and his brother Maher to death.
Bashar al-Assad ibn Hafiz, والدته أنيسة.
For murder, for torture, for crimes against humanity, the judge said, including intentionally killing children. Syria's revolution of 2011 began in the city of Deraa, inspired by the toppling of the leaders of Tunisia and Egypt. Assad's cousin Atef was his security chief here, no mere bystander to the torture and killing which followed. 15 years later, Atef Najib now in the dock and sentenced to execution. The courtroom cage today keeping him safe from the families of his many victims. Outside they celebrated the verdicts, holding up pictures of those they had lost, those who were murdered or made to disappear. This wave of emotion shared by millions of Syrians who sought refuge in Turkey and in Europe.
I was detained by the Assad regime. They took me from my school when I was 13 years old. Thank God Assad fell and Atef Najib will be executed. And God willing, it will be Bashar Assad's turn next.
This is Syria's president now, an astonishing turnaround for an ex-jihadist who led his fighters into Damascus, made welcome in Downing Street a few months ago. Ahmed al-Sharaa may be walking the world stage, but it's in front of his own war-ravaged people that he needs to be seen to be delivering justice. Yet Bashar al-Assad is under the protection of his old friend Vladimir Putin, and the Russians aren't about to hand him over.
If they wanted to deliver him, they would have left him to rot inside Syria, right? They gave him an exit, and that matters for them, for Russia, and it's not about Bashar Assad. They don't want to say to the rest of the world that our own guy, we deliver our own guy, and he's going to face a humiliating end in his own land.
Russia has 2 military bases in Syria. A few days ago, it struck a deal with Syria's new leader to keep some of its forces here. Just how many isn't clear. What does seem clear is that Russia is unlikely to give these Syrians the justice they still seek.